Hey guys, welcome back to Overtakes. I'm Kel.
I'm Misfit.
And we are here to talk about Stage 2, Week 2, Day 2, Thursday. So starting it off, we've got your team going against the London Spitfire. So we got the Florida Mayhem playing the London Spitfire. My God, your team has the most brutal schedule I have seen yet.
To start off the stage, man, a little break, something. I mean, man... this is going to... I don't know if it's going to be ugly, but I don't think it's going to be good.
It's not going to be pretty.
Florida, no. Obviously, you know who we're both going with, and even me. I mean, Florida was like a mixed bag last weekend. One day they look good, one day they look absolute, like, horseshit.
They seem to play better against the better teams.
They play better against the Korean teams for some reason.
Yeah, which is weird, but...
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they could take a map.
They'll take Li Jiang.
Yeah, because London's terrible at it, and they're actually really good at it.
Yeah, they're good at Li Jiang. That's why.
So, I mean, they'll probably take that map, and they'll probably give them a run for their money on one of the other ones, then they're going to get steamrolled on the Volskaya. Expect a full-on steamroll because London are fucking gods on that level for some reason.
Well, the reason's Hagopin playing Sombra.
Yes.
And get used to Sombra, but his Hagopin playing, or Hagopin, however you pronounce his name. I'm sorry if I'm fucking it up. But his Sombra's sick.
Yeah, it's just gross. And
they're too good.
Yeah.
For Florida right now. I mean, there's not really much you can say. I mean, what are you going to say? You can break it down, but there's no reason to. A lot. I mean, Florida can take Li Jiang because they're decent on Li Jiang, and London's London on a King of the Hill. So
yeah,
London could 4-0 them though too.
Yeah, it's very possible. I'm hoping that we get to see some of the new guys. I still don't know. Again,
it's up in the
same
air.
with Shanghai in yesterday's games. These ones just really not sure who's going to actually show up.
Right, and if any of you guys have any information, feel free to leave in the comments,
please,
because I can't find any.
Yeah, it's just been completely dark, and I feel like it's just going to be a matter of, oh hey, they're in the lineup now. Yeah,
or like all of a sudden on Wednesday, so and so got into town and they're ready to play, because I'm sure they're playing on. Not on LAN with each other, but I'm sure they're training in some way over the internet.
Right. I mean, that is the beauty of this game, and then just the internet age that we live in is that...
they can at least practice.
Right. They can at least play together in some way.
Yeah. And, Florida, they're just not on that level.
No.
And I'm sure London's going to run different shit, too. They're going to run different people in there more.
Yeah.
You're probably going to see more Closer instead of Badosin. Like they did against Florida the last time in Shanghai. You're going to see some of the other guys in here.
Yeah, some of their lesser people, I guess. They'll just be putting in some of their subs. Yeah. I feel like definitely.
Probably seeing a lot more.
We will not be seeing their main starting lineup for sure.
But they always have either Prophet and or Bergering in.
Yes.
This is where you might see Wu Yao play the whole match on Diva.
Yeah.
Or off tank.
Yeah.
But this is an easy one. Unfortunately, I mean, I love my guys, but I'm realistic.
And we understand that London is, almost unquestionably the best team in the league at this point.
And they're head and shoulders above most of the teams. So it's not like it's just they're that much better in Florida, period. Right. They're just better than everyone almost.
There's very few teams I'm going to pick over Florida.
Yeah.
Or, over London. In general.
We'll wait for my secret love of the Seoul Dynasty to come out.
Right.
Because I'll end up picking them against London, I'm sure. And thanks, Anna, whatever your name is, in the comments for constantly harassing me about me liking the Dynasty. But I think we need to move on to the next match.
Yeah.
Which, this is the match today.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about this one. This one I can talk about.
Right. This is going to be the match where we really see what Philly is made of at this point.
Yeah.
Because we already know where Houston's at, and they're really, really good. Probably top 3 team in the league right now.
I think they're better
standings-wise and all of that, top 3.
Yeah.
And I think just as far as skill and everything else, you can still consider them in the top 3.
I'm going to make a statement here. I think they're better than New York.
Yeah. With especially with the way that New York has played the first couple parts of this stage.
Yeah.
They are not looking like the elite, unbeatable team that we thought they were.
They're looking like we picked them last segment.
Right. Right.
Man, we got the segments flipped around, guys. Sorry. But yeah, this is going to be so good. Now we're going to see if the style of dive that Philadelphia does pays off.
Right.
Because I mean, they were just destroying people last week. Mm-hmm. And they were calculated. They were communicating well. They just all around they played so good. Now they're gonna run into the impenetrable force of the Houston Outlaws.
Right.
We'll see what happens. Because.
But this is a big game for Houston as well because they need to pick up more maps, and this is going to be a tough team to do that against. So that's a big thing to watch out for in this game.
Yeah, because even on Philly, I mean they got plenty on Philly, but
they're tied right now with New York. They've got a decent lead on Seoul and London. But at the same time...
One bad game.
One bad game and one really good game from both of those. And then London is going... They're about to probably pick up 4.
Yeah, they'll pick up... Let's be honest. They'll pick up at minimum 3.
It would be 2.
2. 2.
At minimum, probably 2, possibly 4.
Yeah.
Same with Seoul. There's a distinct possibility that both of those teams could be right up there. So Houston needs to get some more maps for sure.
Especially since in the standings they're tied with Seoul.
Yes.
And that's I mean London's 8-4, but they just feel like the best team in the league.
Right.
But Houston, I don't know. Houston's playing like the best team in the league.
Oh, they are.
The top 3. Somehow New York is on top now, but I don't think that's going to stay.
No, I don't think so either.
With the way London, Seoul, and Houston are playing, but this game has a lot of implications to it.
Right, and I think the biggest thing is Philly for real? Are they really making this push to be a legitimate contender?
Yeah,
because with the way they played last week, they're trying to make that statement that they are.
They made a pretty strong case, that's for sure. Granted.
I mean, it was against some weaker teams for sure, but at the same time, Boston can be legit. I don't know what the hell's going on with them right now because they look like a dumpster fire.
Yeah,
but I mean, that's kind of how they started last time, and they finished strong. So
then they beat New York last.
Right,
that was they won one. I think they beat Florida. Then the next week they beat NYXL.
Right.
So who knows? Maybe they need a little kickstart.
Right.
But to this match, who are we going to see on DPS for Fusion? That's what I'm wondering.
Oh, I think there's no question we see EQO. But then after that, I feel like they gotta keep rolling with the EQO Carpe.
Yeah,
because Carpe has been playing phenomenally, and then EQO is just a monster. But at the same time, do you maybe want the type of Genji and characters that you're going to get from Shadowburn instead of EQO?
Yeah, I know. That's the thing.
I don't know.
Where are you at? I mean, so I think Shadowburn's Pharah is a little bit better. So if they start EQO, I think, and it gets to, it's going to get there, but on 66, you might see Shadowburn make an appearance on that one. Because he can easily switch from Pharah to the Genji, and you're not losing much.
Right. Because his Pharah is better,
in my opinion. And yours too, obviously.
EQO basically they're the opposite. EQO is a better Genji. His Pharah is good, and then Shadowburn is the opposite. His Pharah is excellent, and his Genji is pretty good.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to take the trade on which one of those you want. And do you want a more conservative Genji that's not going to die, but is not going to give you nearly as many big crushing crushing victories, or are you going to go with EQO, who's going to just
take over?
He's going to do everything in his power to just slaughter.
Because his Dragon Blade, he holds his Dragon Blades for so long, but man, they are nasty when he unleashes them.
Once he finally unloads those things, they are devastating.
Yeah, and I think, but. Like we were saying, I think EQO could play, but like I said, on 66, because you'd rather have a great Pharah first, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that fucking Shadowburn's Genji's terrible.
No, not.
But you'd rather have the great Pharah, and you can work around the not psychotic Genji play.
Right. Right, because, I mean, he's still a really good Genji player, and there were definitely moments last stage where he was like...
He took over a lot of matches.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not even anything against him, it's just more a matter of, like, that's just how damn good EQO is.
Yeah. And are we going to... Now, with Houston, what are we going to see out of their DPS? Because they were actually not the low light, but they were the lesser of the...
Of all of their
play, yeah.
With between their tanks, their DPS, and their healers, I think their DPS were probably the weakest.
Yeah. Linkser looked a little off last week. I don't know.
Yeah.
Some could be map pools. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the map pool is kind of messing with them a little bit, but at the same time, they've looked so strong that it's hard to know. And they've also had a really difficult schedule. They played some really good teams to start this week.
They might have a worse schedule than Florida.
They're just better.
Yeah. They've won every game.
Right.
Well, and you know what it is too with the map thing? He's a great McCree. There really isn't a good McCree type of scenario here. A great one. You know, I mean, you're going to run him.
There's also not great Junkrat on this.
Yeah, it's for Jake.
Maybe Hollywood, I think, is probably his best bet to really take advantage of it.
And what is that? The Western Village there?
Like the Western Village. And I think the first point you can make a Junkrat work pretty well. But that's only on defense. Like, I don't know if that's something you'd want to run on offense. But, I mean, you can kind of throw in some McCree on that one, too. So I think we'll definitely see... I think Hollywood is going to be a really key map in this whole match, because that is one that Houston is really strong on, and if they take that, I think then they take the whole game.
Yeah, because
all the other ones are kind of toss-ups.
Now Philly ran against Florida. They ran the meatball thing on .1 on Hollywood.
Yeah,
like, that was like extreme precision.
Oh yeah, they were just.
They just. Boombox's Moira.
Right through them. Oh,
man. A lot of that was Boombox's Moira.
Yeah. Right, and then they got to worry about, like, we're talking all this about the DPS and completely ignoring how good Philly's supports have been playing. Oh my god.
And and Houston's supports don't get enough credit.
They really
Muma and Coolman are just insanely good.
I think with Houston, it's more so just how good their tanks are.
Yeah, but some of that lately. On this stage, I think it's been Bonnie, Boink, and Raucus have been just
I think
fire,
just in general for Houston, they've just been playing really, really good team Overwatch. Like, just they've been a really solid communicators, and just no one person is taking over, but no one person is also losing them a game.
Exactly, and that's huge.
And I think that's what really makes them such a strong and difficult team to play, is because there's not any any one of them can take over a game, but no one is going to lose them a game either.
Yeah.
So that's the really tough thing against that team.
They're the 2000 to 2005 Patriots.
Yeah.
Who are these guys? They don't have any flashy guys.
Right.
Or you keep losing to them.
I think even more apt would be those late 90s, or the early 90s, late 80s Pistons, or those middle 2000s Pistons.
Oh, that team. Malice in the Palace teams.
Yeah. The freaking, I mean...
Yes.
No one particularly great person. I mean, aside from the heroics of Chauncey Billups at times, but, like... Even he had his cold times, and then Rip Hamilton had come in and rip him up. Oh my god! But yeah,
oh Lord, you've been watching too much Doa, dude.
I know.
But gotta catch them all, Pokemon. He had a couple other fucking doozies, man. What was it? What the other? Someone hit him with someone with a rip tire, and he did. They're looking a little tired.
Oh yeah, that was a big Crohn inducer.
Yikes! Well, we're pretty good at those too.
Yeah, but
I know where you're going.
Who do you got in this?
Oh man,
It's a really tough one.
I'm going Houston.
I as much as I want to go opposite, but I just can't, because Houston is just too damn good, and every time I pick against them, they win. So I gotta pick for them.
Well,
we're probably both gonna lose now.
We're gonna lose because we are on the wrong end. I'm on the wrong end of Philadelphia every fucking match. So, all right. So we both got Houston in this one.
Yep.
Let's move on to the last match of Thursday.
This is another.
This is an interesting one.
Yeah.
This is we got to see where these teams are kind of match.
Yes.
New York is still in first place.
Yeah, New York and yeah. Whereas Boston is kind of free falling right now.
Yeah.
But at the same time, both of these teams really need to regroup and just come out strong.
Yeah, because New York's got a bunch of teams in their rearview mirror, and to be brutally honest, they're playing a team with a tracer on the level of their tracer. So Sabiobi's not going to hard carry like he did in the last two matches.
Yeah, because
I mean that bird ring's bad, but
right, but Stryker is right up there. He's probably Sabiobi, I would say, is the best. Stryker's right. He's like 1B.
Yeah, and he's not afraid. Like Birdring is more of a calculated tracer player.
Yeah.
Stryker will just get right up in there with him and start fighting.
Stryker doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah. But Boston, I don't know what you're going to get.
I don't know which Boston is going to show up. And I think they're really, really struggling with this. Both of these teams are really struggling with the lack of mercy play and trying to figure out which supports are going to do the best for them and really taking advantage of those. I don't know if it's... And then are the maps kind of messing with them too?
I think the maps are a little bit... With Boston, I think the maps are messing with them.
Yes.
They look decent on Kings Row when they had Gamsu on the... I mean, he had those two giant Earth Shatters.
Yeah.
The one up the stairs, and then he had another 5-man one. But
they just couldn't finish strong where they needed to. They couldn't hold anything. They were doing really well on offense, but they just could not hold them off, and that was their big downfall. And
I think it goes back to what we were talking about last week too, with some of the you got to know when to do the standard dive thing.
Yes.
If you do that against New York, they're just gonna fucking kill you, man.
Yeah.
If you keep trying to ram your head into the wall with your Tracer Genji Mercy or not Mercy, you know what I mean?
Right.
Your standard dive, Winston Diva, you got shit all over what the fucking thing is now.
Right.
But when you're running that against New York, and you're not on the level of, say, London,
right?
You're not gonna. No, it's not gonna happen. And especially if you try and do it like on some of these maps, like Hanamura or on Nepal, they are just gonna fucking destroy you.
They're gonna shred you
because their tanks are really good and they're versatile.
Yes,
they can play Orisa, they can play Roadhog, they can play Zarya. Same thing with their DPS.
Mm-hmm.
Sabiobi. I want to see him on Roadhog, but I would not want to face him on Roadhog.
Oh my god.
But like some of these maps are just good for that.
Yeah.
And then you got, Pine. There's a couple of Pine maps in here where where you get him on and he's been running Genji pretty decent.
Yeah, and then we'll get some I feel like this could be a game where we see all Pine. But there's also a couple of maps where you get some of Libero's stronger characters.
Yeah.
So it could be a mix of Pine and Libero. I think, obviously, I feel like Sabiobi is going to be in there 100% of the time, just because he's that damn good.
Yeah, unless the only map that they might take him out on would be Gibraltar to run Pine on Widow to start, and then have Libero Genji.
Yeah.
Or Libero Farah Genji.
You can run Pine. You can run Pine on McCree as well on that map because he. There's a lot of space for him to work, but I think we'll definitely see Pine doing.
Oh, he'll be in there somewhere.
He'll be playing Widowmaker for sure.
Yeah,
at some point on that map. And, I feel like we're gonna see some really fun plays from that.
Yeah,
because my god.
Well, because that's Pine.
Yeah, that's just what Pine does. He's either doing nothing or he's getting a quadruple kill or just slowly picking off everybody on their team until they get a team kill.
There's your Aaron Judge right there.
Right. No kidding.
Well, he doesn't strike out as much as Aaron Judge. Never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm still bitter about the fucking playoffs last year.
He's more like your new guy, Stanton.
Yeah. Sure, I'll take a double.
Except he's not on a terrible team. I guess. Undead would be more Stanton than everybody else.
That's perfect. But yeah, I'm Boston. They got to. They just got to get it back together.
Yeah.
And they were putting in Keller. Well, not Kellex Webb. The other they subbed out Note a couple times.
Yeah.
Which I like Note a lot better myself.
Yeah.
The way he plays. especially with Gamsu, they have a better chemistry.
For sure.
But both of them looked a little off a couple times last week.
Yeah.
But they just got to get it back together. I can't go against New York, even though we've been kind of like downplaying.
We've been kind of dogging them, but at the same time, with how low Boston has been playing, it's really hard to pick them right now. I think I hope that they come out a lot stronger in this game. But even then, I still don't think it's going to be enough to beat New York just because of the raw talent and skill that New York has.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely picking New York on this one.
Yeah.
And you are as well.
I like I said, we were on the Boston bandwagon. They're head scratching now.
Yeah, they really are.
This could be a week where they come back.
Yeah, and this could be the kind of their turnaround week.
Yeah, because later in the week they got Florida.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm going to say something. If they look like dog shit against New York, Florida might beat them.
Yeah.
It depends on what Florida you get.
And that would be absolutely devastating in Boston because that would definitely keep them out of the stage playoffs. That could knock them out of the main playoffs, honestly, because their map differential plummeted last week.
Yeah, I mean,
I think they're in the negatives now.
Yeah, they might be like -2, -3.
I think they were. Oh no, they're +2. But they were in double digits last week, and now they're at +2.
Yeah.
So they're almost 500.
Yeah, you get
and
2 4-0s, man.
I mean, they're 500 in their win-loss. They're 500. They're almost 500 in their map differential. They're just looking average right now. They are looking their record.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is with them, they got teams. They got Dallas coming up behind them.
Right.
And Dallas has looked good.
Dallas is hungry, and they are looking to make up for their dog shit performance in the first stage. And
as much as Dallas, honestly, as much as Dallas screwed up in the first stage, that's where we're at with Boston.
Yeah, that's kind of how Boston is looking right now.
Yeah. You're kind of going, I don't know. Then, you're going, well, they're going to lose this one. If they keep playing like garbage, are they on the same level as Florida?
Yeah, they're setting themselves up to lose to Florida.
Yeah. Which, at that point, who knows who's going to be on Florida.
Right.
I doubt anybody, but anyway, that is going to be it for Thursday. We will catch you guys on Friday with our weekend picks.
Yep. And we'll have some other fun stuff to do this week, but give us a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We will catch you guys on the next one.
We'll catch you on the next one. Don't forget to comment too, guys.
Yes,
we like the conversation.
Yeah,
keep it up. All right, guys. Later.
Later, guys.